What is going on, YouTube? I'm Brandon. You are back in the Gilstrap garage, and it's been a minute since I've done a garage video. It's been a lot of vlogging, a lot of trips, a lot of going here and there and riding and all this kind of stuff. And if you guys have been following along, then you will know Allie got a Sportster. I've been slowly getting some pieces together for this thing, and I was hoping to wait a little bit longer to make this video. I wanted to do it all in one shot. I was going to do handlebars, controls, levers, mirrors, and a windshield all at the same time. But we're going for a ride today. We need to take care of some of this stuff. I'm basically doing everything except handlebars right now because I have not decided what handlebars to get her. I want to get her something really nice and sturdy and strong, and I mean, you guys know the deal. So basically what I'm saying is I'm gonna get to do all of this work twice. I'm gonna be replacing the grips, the levers, the mirrors, and I'm gonna be installing a windshield today. These mirrors have integrated turn signals in them. They are the goofiest, ugliest things I think I've ever seen. So I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna wait until we do bars to install the turn signals that I bought her, because they're like the flush mount, low pro, whatever. They've already kind of butchered the wires for them a little bit. Whoever worked, actually I know who worked on this thing before. They were pretty proud of it. They had a keychain on here. They had this tucked under the seat. Wicked Wrenches in South Dakota. I've looked them up. They are a car repair shop, like a car mechanic shop. I found some questionable things on this bike. I don't know if I've talked about that in another video. I don't think I have. I'll talk about it right now. I found clips missing for the foot pegs. I found clips missing, the snap ring missing for the clutch lever. The kickstand on the way home from Sturgis broke. It's a 1-inch lowered kickstand, and it doesn't like to come down on its own. I think you may need to replace the spring, and it hasn't been replaced for the shorter setup. Anyway, kickstand fell apart because the bushings are blown out. What else? I found a few things where it was like, that's crazy. I've kind of combed through it. I have not really got down and cleaned this thing yet. That's how I like to find issues on a bike. Start from the front, work to the back, clean everything really well, and that's when you start finding broken bolts, cracked parts. I mean, you guys know. If you guys have watched my videos, you kind of see how I do things, how I find things. One thing I've done on the back of this bike, and again, I didn't make any videos on it, is there were some chrome covers here. Allie does not like chrome on anything, so I took the chrome covers off. I took off the bulky turn signals on the side. I'm gonna have to block these off. And her taillight was cracked, it was full of water, so I bought this low pro tail light with integrated turn signals. The next thing I do in the back is I'm gonna put a lay flat plate once I get all the paperwork to get her bike registered. Get a, lay down license plate. So I'm gonna get you guys on the tripod. We'll get into it. Pretty simple stuff today. Grips, levers, mirrors, windshield. Oh, okay, we're not gonna get into it quite yet because I'm gonna tell you, I bought 2 Memphis Shades windshields and 1 hardware kit. You can see this is my 3rd windshield. I'm about to put my 4th Memphis Shades windshield on here. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong installing these. It's possible. This happened on a dirt road. I was on like 12 miles of a dirt road in Sturgis on Memorial Day weekend, and that cracked then. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give Allie the hard mount locked on hardware kit, and I I'm going to put on the detachable kit on mine because I want to be able to take that windshield off. Take the top off. So I'm going to get you guys on the tripod now and we're going to get some of this done. I'm going to start with the mirrors. I'm going to try to cut as much of the leads off here as possible because I'm going to have to reuse the harness for the new lights. Oh, and I found the spot where they spliced it in. That's exactly what I wanted to see. And that's exactly where I'm going to snip it. Anyone want these? I'll put them up on the Big Cartel website for the cost of shipping. See what I'm talking about? How they kind of butchered these here? It's a bummer, but we'll make it right. Get it all cleaned up. Not the best solder joints in there, you can see, but whatever. We'll get it cleaned up with the new lights, make it look good. Throttle cables are loose. Looks like when we do bars, we're gonna have to do cables too. I got a little bit of fraying on this one here. This stuff right here works perfect for getting down into the holes of the cables and lubing them up. I'm gonna wait to tighten that up until I replace this lever, just in case I still gotta move stuff around. If anyone's got some bar and riser setups or some nice T-bars that they want to talk about getting rid of for the cause here, then let me know. That doesn't feel right. These little set screws suck because this is usually when the drill ends up coming out. Oh. Well, luckily, like I said before, whoever worked on this bike last didn't like tightening stuff. I'm going to break the adjustment loose on the clutch cable right now so I can put slack in this cable and change that clutch lever. That may be easier said than done because this bike has been dropped at some point and this clutch lever or this clutch perch is bent in, so might have to spend some time with a file, clean that up. Try to straighten this up here. Ooh, I think I might have just bent it up too far. I don't know. We'll see. That may have been a mistake. It is something that's going to be replaced when the bars get done. Like I said, we're trying to go ride today, so. My dowel right here is fighting me. That's odd because that literally didn't change. Let that be a valuable lesson on cheap parts. Have a cheap fit and finish. You know, part of the reason I bought cheap levers was because dropping a $20 or $30 set of levers and having the tips, the ends break off is a lot easier pill to swallow than like a $200 set of Elite Moto levers hitting the ground and snapping. That's 100 times better than those old ones were. I like that quite a bit. All right, let's go pull off my old windshield and get her mounts on here and go for a motorcycle ride. So I'm gonna get a little Loctite on all this hardware real quick. I'm like out of time. I like to tape these top ones in place while I'm trying to get this mounted, just so they don't fall off. Don't tape them in a spot where they're going to get pinched by the windshield. All right, there it is. Jesus Christ, that was a struggle. See if her brake lights stick. It's a little sensitive, but it's better. Christ almighty, that was down to the wire. Thank you guys for watching that. Just kind of going to be slowly doing some things with this, so make sure to like, comment, subscribe, stay up on it because cool stuff is coming. But now, for the first time in years, I'm riding my bike with no windshield today. Excuse the mess, we just got back from a camping trip, but no windshield, raw dogging today.